Coming to you from Davies in Lincoln, Rhode Island, here are the top 10 things that you need to know before returning to Davies.
Upon entering the school, you'll notice signs reminding everyone to wear masks throughout the building. All people entering the building must wear a mask or face covering. Anyone without a mask or face covering will not gain entry into the building. With face coverings, it becomes harder to identify people, so your badge will serve as your identification. It is very important that you always have your mask and your badge with you. Follow these 5 steps every time you wash your hands. Step 1. Wet your hands with clean, running water, preferably warm. Turn off the tap and apply soap. Step 2. Lather your hands by rubbing them together with the soap. Lather the backs of your hands, between your fingers, and under your nails. Step 3. Scrub your hands for at least 20 seconds. If you need a timer, hum the happy birthday song from beginning to end twice. Step 4. Rinse your hands well under clean running water. And step 5. Dry your hands using a clean towel or air dry them. Use the paper towel to turn off the faucet or to open the door when leaving the bathroom. If soap and water are not readily available, you can use an alcohol-based hand sanitizer. Hand sanitizing stations will be posted throughout the school for student and staff use. Everyone is encouraged to use these sanitizing stations frequently. We're also providing all students with a personal supply of hand sanitizer at the start of the year. Students should refill their personal supply at home whenever they start to run low. COVID-19 is mainly spread among people who are in close contact. Since people can spread the virus before symptoms occur, or even if they have no symptoms, it's important to limit or avoid contact with people who might be contagious. It is also important to be aware that social distancing helps to both minimize the risk of infection to yourself and to others. Office access will be by appointment only this school year. There is no open door policy. Please send an email to arrange an appointment with the office you need to speak with. Many questions can be answered via email. When in hallways, adhere to all social distancing guidelines. Avoid congregating in any areas and wear your mask at all times in the hallways. You should attempt to maintain 6-foot spacing from others when possible. Follow all traffic directions while traveling through the building. Signs and physical barriers will indicate the direction of travel. Keep the flow of traffic moving forward. Always stay to the right when traveling through the building, and don't stop until you reach your destination.
This year, Davies will be utilizing 3 different learning models throughout the school year. We want you to know what to expect in each model, as the 3 models will be referred to throughout the school year by your teachers and staff. First, traditional in-person learning is what students and teachers are used to. This is when students report to school and work in person with the teacher. The second model is known as asynchronous learning. Asynchronous learning is when the teacher provides organized activities to students that involves facilitated instruction that students can complete on their own. Asynchronous learning means that students are following directions on learning platforms and working independently. On asynchronous learning days, students will be expected to know how to access the work for each class and complete the activities on their own. Finally, the third model is synchronous learning. Synchronous learning is when the students receive a face-to-face instruction from their teacher via Zoom. During synchronous learning, students are expected to log into Zoom and participate in class. Synchronous learning is what students participated in over the spring during remote learning. These 3 learning models will be referenced throughout the scheduling information, and we will inform students when they will need to engage in each of these different learning models. Davies will be starting the school year under the partial in-person or 50% scenario. This means that 50% of the student population can be in the building at one time. The first week of school is an A week. Students will follow their A week schedule. Seniors, if you have F week academics, you will be beginning classes the following week. On Monday, September 14th, 9th graders only with the last names beginning with A through J will report to Davies. On Tuesday, September 15th, 9th graders only with the last names beginning with K through Z will report to Davies. On Wednesday, September 16th, all grades 9th through 12th with last names beginning with A through J will report to Davies. On Thursday, September 7th, all grades 9th through 12th with last names beginning with K through Z will report to Davies. Friday, September 18th, all students will be home participating in synchronous online learning. Students will be asked to follow their course schedule and participate in class via Zoom with their teachers, just like they did last spring. During the first week of school, your teachers will review where to go to access your online work, how to navigate certain platforms, and you will get to practice asynchronous online learning so you feel comfortable operating your online learning platforms independently. The second week of school will begin our normal 50% scenario schedule. Please note that Monday, September 21st, is a professional development day for teachers, and students will be participating in asynchronous learning on this Monday. On Mondays, all students will be home participating in synchronous online learning. Students will be asked to follow their course schedule and participate in class via Zoom with their teachers, just like they did last spring. Davies will be reevaluating the public health data to determine a potential change to our operating scenario on October 13th. If your last name begins with A through J, you will report to Davies for traditional in-person learning on Tuesdays and Thursdays. On Wednesdays and Fridays, you will participate in asynchronous online learning from home. If your last name begins with K through Z, you will report to Davies for traditional in-person learning on Wednesdays and Fridays. On Tuesdays and Thursdays, you will participate in asynchronous online learning from home. In all, students will report to school twice per week and will learn from home 3 times per week. Please note, students do not have any school on Monday, September 28th and Monday, October 12th due to holidays. This means students have the day off.
The Davies community will be required to self-assess before they leave their home to determine if they are exhibiting any symptoms associated with COVID-19. The screening process is necessary to ensure a safe environment on campus. Those who answer yes to any of the screening questions are required to stay home. Staying home means being responsible for communicating with your teachers and participating in distance learning for the day. The student guide is available at daviestech.org/COVID-app. Some students are picked up after school. Students are to use any exit to report to the student pickup area in the back of the student parking lot, which is in the front of the building. Students are to utilize walks, walkways, and stairs to walk to get to the student pickup area while following social distancing protocols. Signs will direct vehicles to the student pickup area upon arrival to campus. There will be no travel or parking in the circle area, the fire lane, visitor parking, handicap parking, or in the auto careers parking area. There will be no exception. Remember that visitor and handicap parking are for visitors who are entering the building and not for parking to wait for someone. And RIPTA and specialty buses will be the only vehicles permitted in the circle area at the front of the building. There are a lot of changes happening at Davies right now, and we appreciate your support and patience as we continue to work toward a full return to school. We want to be here for you, and we want you to be here. Please follow all new guidelines and ensure a safe and healthy return for everyone. We know that it's been a long road, and we sometimes get frustrated with all of these new rules, but we can't let our guard down. Try your best to help us make it work. We're all in this together.
For up-to-date information on Davies, please visit us at daviestech.org. Also, subscribe to the Davies YouTube channel for more awesome videos like these.
Clean masks are required when entering the building for the school day. That means, just like your underwear, Please clean and change your mask daily.